Hi everybody, I'm Jason.
I'm Caden.
I'm Jaden.
And I'm Eli.
And we are the YHWH and the Torah channel, and
We are so glad you are joining us and learning the Torah with us. This is very important for your lives and for our lives. We are here learning the commands and writing them down. So if you guys want to learn the commands, we are doing that.
yes, and so thank you guys. We have a lot of you out there that we consider our family. And in fact, everybody's our family, everybody's our neighbor, and we are supposed to love our neighbor as ourselves. And so we truly love all of you out there, and we thank you guys for spending this precious moments of your time and day with us. Now, I have a quick question for you guys. Jaden, what is the will of God?
Our will of God is what He wants done. I would say following His Torah is doing His will.
So, Eli, what are some characteristics of our Creator, of YHWH?
He's merciful. He gets angry if you do not obey what he has told us to do.
What does that mean? What word to describe that?
One of the things he told us to do is to follow his Torah. So if
We're describing what Yah is. Yah is merciful, He's patient, He is loving, He's kind, but He's also just, He's also righteous, He is also correct and truthful, He is honest.
He's also jealous. When you stray away, He gets very jealous.
Right. And so, what does free will allow us to do?
Free will allows us to do as we want, but is that really what we should do? Should we do as we want?
What are some of the most fun commands that you know, Jade?
I would say the feast days, doing the whole celebration, recital of the feast, like Passover and Sukkot, staying in a tent or a booth.
You like getting dressed up and putting sandals on and stuff, and eating your lamb in haste?
Eating a lamb, or like blowing the trumpet on a certain day.
Right, the day of trumpets, something like that. Okay, so we are in this exactly 49 commandments, and so I'm not going to go over them, but we're going to flip to the bottom of them, and we're going to begin our reading. We're going to go over just a couple real quick. Yeah, so we're at 49, and did we change that one the other day, Nicole?
Yes.
Yes, okay, that is good. So we had one about a second Shabbat, and we put that under the main Shabbat and added it as a sub-command. Okay, so what book are we in, gentlemen?
Exodus.
And what chapter are we in?
26.
26. And so here we are. Okay, so this is Exodus 26. Moreover, you shall make... Okay, before we begin, sorry everybody, where are we at? What are we doing right now in this particular moment?
We've gone through Genesis. If you guys have caught up with us, if not, we've been through Genesis, basically the story of creation, the flood, the giants, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the 12 tribes, and then we're here with Moses, where he leads the people out of Egypt, and he's working them onto YHWH, and now they are at a mountain, they're at the mount, and they are learning what they need to do. They're learning the Torah. And Moses is getting instructions on building things. Right now, we just finished in the last chapter building the instructions for building the Ark of the Covenant, and now we are working on building the temple.
Right, and so we had described last chapter what, Eli?
It's like building.
A menorah. We did part of the menorah.
We had some of the dishes, the spoons. We had
The
some of the
tables,
inside decoration, the tables, and the.
So
just the
right
Ark of the
now,
Covenant in general.
if we can make this clear, what he's describing, or what he just described, is a box with a lid. On the lid had two archangels, and their wings were covering the top. Basically, the whole top of it was covered. And so we had one on the last, let's see right here. We'll just go to it on the fly. And we had it somewhere. I have no idea where it's at.
Scroll up. Yeah, scroll up.
There it is. Right here. Okay, so something like this. And so, I don't know about the dudes like that that look like that, honestly. That looks a little fimmy to me.
And they're like
dudes in dresses.
They're supposed to be like.
What's going on with this picture?
They're supposed to be like.
Who did this, Eli?
They're supposed to be Yisraelites. They're not even like in the garb of Levites or anything. They're just like some dudes, some scrubs or something.
Why does the dude have is that a kilt or a dress? All right, anyway, sorry guys.
Let's go kill.
We got a guy with this donkey. We didn't notice this. Anyway, this is what we were focusing on. And the archangels are at the top. You have their wings right there. And then you have the poles. There's holes right there. And
but this guy's like touching the ark.
Yeah, no, this isn't. I don't even know where he got this. Jaden, please.
When you touch the ark, you die.
What did you say he was?
He's dead.
Oh, I didn't know you said that. I thought you said something else. Because the guy in the dress, I thought you said he was like, it's that Pride Month.
No. He's dead for touching the ark.
I thought you said.
Yeah, if you touch the ark, you're dead. That's why you have the poles.
Like, Jaden, why would you say that? Okay, sorry. So we're figuring this out. I'm trying to. I don't know how to say this, but I mean, Babylon has totally gone to the way of Sodom and Gomorrah. I saw a clip today, and they are literally, the men are without clothes, dancing down the roads in every city.
That's too much.
It's just too much. I don't even know what to say. And this is why we absolutely need.
Then we passed Sodom at this point.
Yeah, we passed Sodom. So get ready for judgment, everybody. We're on our way. Anyway, back to where we are at. I don't know if this was what the bottom of it actually looked like, but these are the holes in the side. These guys are not. This is not Levites. I don't even know where this picture came from, and I don't know about the dude in the dress. So let's get back to reading. And so we also have. We also have what? We have the menorah, and somebody asked us about a knop. And so the knop is, I don't have a picture of that. I'm going to try to find that. But it is like a piece of it looks like a flower going up the menorah. Why is everyone
I don't
cracking
know.
up?
In my version, instead of knob, it says knob. So it's really
I think
confusing
it's like
for
the
me.
blossom of the flower.
It's supposed to be like a blossom on
Yeah,
the menorah.
it's supposed to be the blossom. The thing goes up, but
Eli, you're probably going to have to leave so you don't have to redo the video. You need to stop this. Okay, let's get back into business, guys. Exodus 26. I can't. I got to contain myself, guys, first. Sorry. Yes, we're in the middle of the day.
we break off work here and we.
Yeah, we weren't all giddy, but I think Eli might need a little shot to the arm to calm down. All right, there we go. Moreover, you shall make the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, and blue, and purple, and scarlet. With cherubim of cunning work shall you make them. Okay, so the cherubim are of cunning work, right? They're awesome looking things, right? The length of one curtain shall be 8 and 20 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and every one of the curtains shall have one measure. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. You guys have any idea what they're talking about?
I think it's like the curtains, like the windows of the.
Right. So
The temple. I think it's he's telling us how to build curtains over the windows, maybe.
So I think the tabernacle is all like leather.
Like a tent.
It's a tent. Yeah, it's a tent. So the 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another, and other 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. They're almost making like a box. And you shall make loops of blue upon the edge of one curtain from the selvage in the coupling. All right, what does your guys say? Selvage?
In the loops.
In the loops? All right, so make one curtain from the loops in the coupling, and likewise shall you make in the uttermost edge of another curtain in the coupling of the second. Sounds very confusing. I hope he had like something drawn out for him, because if Yah just gave this to me, it would not turn out like anything like you wanted.
Coupling, like the PVC coupling.
I wouldn't know, dude.
I hope
break
he's
out the PVC
showing
pipes.
him as like this is what I want it to look like.
He must have showed him this, or Moshe's probably like way smarter than we are. All right, 50 loops shall you make in the one curtain, and 50 loops you make in the curtain edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold one of another. Okay, so this is a cool number, right? So we have a 50, and what else do we have in 50s?
We have
Jubilee.
the Jubilee. We have the armies in groups of 50s.
Armies that came out of Mitzrayim, they were in 50s.
We have the Shavuot, which ends up in 50.
50, yeah. So there's something about that
He
number
likes
50.
50s. He likes 50s. He likes 7s. He likes.
He's 40s too.
He likes 40s, yeah, as well.
Yeah, yes, definitely 7s. And you shall make 50 I don't even know what this word is. Tackets of gold. What does yours say?
Clasps.
Clasp of gold. Okay, so maybe tatches of gold. So you're gonna make 50.
Mine says hooks of gold.
Okay, thank you. And you shall make 50 hooks of gold, and couple the curtains together with the hooks, and it shall be one tabernacle. And you shall make curtains of goat's hair to be covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shall you make. It's interesting, 11. So we have 11 and 50s. Maybe, and Yah just has this stuff like completely all, like this is how you make this. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits, and the 11 curtains shall be all of one measure. And you shall couple 5 curtains by themselves, and 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double the 6th curtain in the forefront of the tabernacle. And you shall make 50 loops on the edge of one curtain that is outmost in the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which couples the second. And you shall make 50 taches or hooks of brass, and put the hooks, taches into the loops, and couple the tent together, that it may be one.
Mine says join the tent together.
All right, join the tent. And the remnant that remains of the curtains of the tent, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the backside of the tabernacle. And a cubit on the one side and a cubit on the other side of that which remains in the length of the curtains of the tent, it shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side to cover it. And you shall make a covering for the tent of ram's skin dyed red, and a covering above of antelope skins. So, these people are not like cave people, right? I mean, they were able to take skins and dye them. And I suppose we could do that, but we wouldn't be able to do it like they did it, right?
Yeah, we'll see later
it.
that they have specialized people that are actually specialized in building of each thing, the gold, the leather, the tapestry, everyone has, there's actually certain people that can make it.
Tapestry.
Isn't it tapestry?
Is it tapestry or tapestry? Tapestry. Have we gone over this before?
I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation at one point in our lives. I'm pretty sure it's
Washington
tapestry.
or Washington.
There's no R, it's Washington. All right.
I don't know what to say. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle of shittim wood standing up.
Acacia wood.
Acacia wood, and I'm not even saying it as it says it, so I'm just being
I don't
nice.
understand.
In case there's somebody blind listening to this, they don't have to hear vulgarity. I don't know what the word is, and I'm probably just being juvenile, but here we go. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. 10 tenons.
Tenons?
Tenons. What did you say?
Tenons.
I said 2 tenons. I said 10, I think. 2 tenons shall there be in one board, set in order one another against another. Thus shall you make for all the boards of the tabernacle. I don't know why this is really hard reading, but it is. And you shall make the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the south side, southward. And you shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle, on the north side, there shall be 20 boards. And there are 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, you shall make 6 boards. And 2 boards shall you make for the corners of the tabernacle in the 2 sides. And they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. Is anybody getting any of this? Anybody have a clue what we'd be doing?
Yeah, we're like putting things together. We're like making the loops, and we're putting the rods.
I think what we're
through
doing
it.
is making a
And
movable...
I think we're making like almost like a floor or a wall or something out of wood. Like it's obviously removable. You have to be able to remove it.
I think what we're doing
Diagram
is building
needed.
a mobile little temple here.
We know from pictures what it kind of looks like, right? We know that there's like a fence thing around the outside of it, and the inside of it looked like a regular tent, at least something like music videos and things that we've seen online that it is. So I have no idea why this is so hard to read, guys. I'm super sorry. This is like one of the worst readings I've done. All right. Are we in 24?
We are.
Yes.
And they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above the head of it unto one ring. Thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the 2 corners. And they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And you shall make bars of shittim wood, 5 acacia wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, and 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward. Okay.
I had the rear parts westward, so at least that's the back side.
Backside. Okay.
Mine says for the back wall to the west.
Backside of
So
the
these are all the walls. So we're building the walls here.
This would be extremely hard. Yeah, I mean, this would be, I guess we'd have to draw this out to figure this one out. Okay, and the middle bar in the east of the board shall reach from end to end, and you shall overlay the boards with gold, and make their rings of gold for places for the bars, and you shall overlay the bars with gold. And you shall rear up the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was showed you in the mount. Okay, so he had a diagram or was able to figure this out. Wouldn't that be a trip? Y'all like brings up something, it'd be like some 3D thing or some amazing virtual reality.
Build it like this, it's color.
Do you get this, Moshe? But I think Moshe is probably
And
had a
they
little
overlay
higher
it in
IQ
gold,
than we do.
so when they overlay it in gold, it's going to be heavy. All those boards are going to be huge.
Yeah, that's
Say
going to
20
be.
cubits. Every person has to carry one of those boards. Sorry to them.
Yeah, it's going to be an entire tribe to move one of these things, literally. And you shall make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of cunning work. With cherubim shall it be made. Now, what does that mean, cherubim?
Mine says made with cherubim as well. It doesn't really define
It's
it.
plural for archangels. So are the archangels coming down to help them make this, or
Maybe they make archangels on the curtain?
and you shall make a veil of blue and purple. Like a veil is like a scarf thing. A veil of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen of cunning work. With cherubim shall it be made.
So cherubim like in.
Worked with the cherubim on it.
So it's like
Say what now?
like
Nicole?
an embroidered patch almost of like the cherubim on it.
Skillfully worked with cherubim on it.
So Yah's,
So
all
they're
of Yah's
designing
angels are
it.
all over his
Yeah.
stuff.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. So those guys must feel pretty special. They got to hang out in Yah's stuff. So Yah must be really like his cherubim, right? And some of them. What are some of the details of some of them? How many wings?
Like 6. There's like 2 that cover the
so
feet.
like a,
Yeah,
like
2
a
that
whole
cover
bunch
their
of
feet.
eyes.
Yeah, well, those are the 4 monster guys that are up there with Yah.
No, there's some archangels.
They have multiple eyes? Do
Yeah.
they? I didn't know that. I don't remember that. Do you guys remember that?
Somewhere in Enoch, I think, talks about them.
That's creepy. All right, get creepy to probably not creepy to them. They probably look at us and go, "Wow, that's creepy." They
They'd be
only
like,
have 2
fear,
eyes.
they'd be like, fear not. You'd be like, oh, hello.
Oh, 2 eyes. Those guys are scary. Okay, 31. No, actually 32. And you shall hang it upon 4 pillars of chittim wood overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold upon the 4 sockets of silver. And you shall hang up the veil under the taches, hooks, that you may bring in thither within the veil the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. So there's a huge place right there, right? So we don't know much about what they're actually building, but on the inside of this is the veil that has the hooks that you bring within thither within the veil of the ark of the testimony. So I mean, we're into the holy of holies here. And you shall put the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And you shall set the table without the veil and the menorah over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south. And you shall put the table on the north side. And you shall make a hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. And you shall make for the hanging 5 pillars of chittim wood and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold. And you shall cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Wow, that was a complete tongueful there.
There's
Yes.
35. Did you say the table on the south side or the north side?
I honestly don't know what I said, but let me read it again. And you shall set the table without the veil and the menorah over against the table on the side of the tabernacle toward the south, and you shall put the table on the north side.
Okay.
I don't know what I said.
This is a little different.
What's yours say? Come to the mic,
Here,
my lady.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
And you shall set the table for the showbread outside the veil in the holy place on the north side, and the lampstand opposite the table on the south side of the tabernacle.
Is
That's
this-
why I was
wait,
confused
is this
because
the
ours is opposite.
Is it the same stuff? We got the
It's
menorah.
the same thing.
Okay, but it's just differently worded. How they translate
The
it?
north side is the menorah.
Wait. Menorah and the menorah over against the table on the side of the tabernacle
On
toward
the south side.
the south.
And then
See
the
the
north
picture.
is the
The
showbread.
picture I think I saw was the menorah was like a giant menorah was on the left of them, and then there was the veil, and on the right side, I can't remember what it was. I need to find that picture, but we will figure this out, gentlemen. Are there any commandments?
no
There is a. What would you call this chapter?
history
Diagram.
Blueprints.
Blueprints. Yeah, this is like the blueprints right here. So blueprints minus the diagram of the blueprints. Okay, gentlemen, do you guys have anything else?
Nothing to get from this other than just Yah put a lot of thought into his own temple. He put a lot of thought into where he wants his people to dwell.
Yeah, this is probably not a first-time gig on whatever he's having them build. I mean, he seems to know exactly how he wants to design, and so again, it's just the intricate details of our Creator. And I mean, where it says in the Bible that our Creator knows all the count of our hair, the hair on our head, something that would be impossible. There's no way you could ever figure that out. I just don't think it would be possible. And so that means our Creator completely loves us and has a way forward. He's designed a way forward that is, when we look at the Torah, it's not just a bunch of like laws that you are strapped to, that you're chained to, that we can't have a fun life. Guys, what fun has the Torah taken out of our life?
None.
I mean, if we want to be like some sort of like crazed people or something, we're like sociopath murderers or something, and we can't murder, then
That's not fun.
it's not fun. But to a sociopath, it'd probably be fun. I mean, if you're one of those criminally insane people, that would be fun. It's probably going. I'm getting the look. Maybe that was the wrong analogy here. Anyway, what part of your life has been enhanced by the Torah?
Health for sure, definitely health. Like we could be very sick, like a lot. We could be very sick with swine flu, shrimp flu,
Swine flu.
shrimp flu. That's what you get when you eat pig. You get the flu of the swine.
What do you
the
get from
sickness.
pigs? You get like 100 diseases from
It's like
pigs.
some tapeworms and like some intestinal issues.
It's like worms, yeah, with tons of worms and bacteria. I don't think you should call it the swine flu.
That's close enough.
that's some other thing they're
There's
telling
a
people
whole
is
bunch
real.
of sicknesses that come with every single unclean animal. So health for one. Definitely confidence in the Bible. You have confidence in like telling people you're not going to be part of the world.
Yeah.
Because when you know the Torah, you can confidently say, you can stand up for yourself and stand your ground and say, no, that is wrong, and you will be able to justify why these people are sinning and be able to say.
It tells us to be a peculiar person. Eli, what does that mean to you? Into the mic, please.
Peculiar person, probably someone who's away from the world.
Yeah, so what does it mean to you guys?
Different. Yeah, you wear zits, right? No one else wears zits.
Except the Jews, they have big long white ones.
They have white ones, but
And that's against the Torah, by the way.
No.
that's pretty
blue.
peculiar, honestly.
It's even more peculiar.
You're
out of
extra
covenant.
peculiar, just peculiar.
Yeah, no, and the Jews actually do not keep the Torah. They're completely
Right.
screw it up. Okay, what else? What makes you a peculiar person, Jaden?
Following the laws, taking days off to celebrate the Creator apart from when everyone else does it.
I would say being 18 years old and never been on a date.
That too.
That would be peculiar. 18 years old and probably never gone to a movie with a girl, any of that stuff, that's peculiar, set apart, right? I don't know how many other people, I know there's a few out there, and we talk to a lot of you out there, but these boys are very sheltered, and we would not just allow them to play music or radio or anything. I mean, they don't know any of the evil that is out there, but we come from a past where, they grew up with me playing, Tupac and everything else because we weren't awake, and I did not know the evils and dangers that it had to children, and that we should be following the Torah as we are. Eli, wrap this up. What do they need to be doing?
We need to stay away from the world. Like, don't be part of the world.
What is the world? What do we need to do? We need to what? How do we get closer to Yah?
We follow the Torah.
We read the Torah. We write it on our hearts, minds, and souls, and our doorposts, and we recite it. We talk about it. We do things like we're doing right now. All right, gentlemen, let's wrap up. Thank you guys very much to our digital virtual family that's out there. Much love to everybody out there. Sylvia, we know you're sick. We will pray extra for you, and to everybody out there who's our family, much love. We are
All
out.
right, shalom.
Shalom.